Hi friends! Welcome to Wednesdays with Whitney. I am back in Des Moines after a couple weeks on the West Coast, and today I am joined by Megan Casey, who is the co-founder of Paws and Pints that will be coming to Des Moines in a date that we will soon disclose. Megan, take it away. Tell us who you are and give us an intro to Paws and Pints and exactly what that is.
Guys, well, welcome. My name is Megan Casey. I'm one of the co-owners of Paws and Pints. This is my husband's and Kyle's collaboration together. It was about 2.5 years ago. We were traveling to Denver. We had a small Bernese Mountain Dog. We were looking for them.
Small at the time.
Yeah, right. They're 90 pounds now. Yeah, she was like the puppy you weren't planning on that all of a sudden you got and you were like, oh crap, like you're too small to board. What am I gonna do with you? So she came on vacation with us and
so cute.
we were out in Denver and it was like, hey, it's 100 degrees. What am I gonna do? My husband's working, and I stumbled across a place called the Watering Bowl. Very similar to Orlando's with a fenced-in dog park patio. Yeah. Nothing special.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, this place is crazy. It's busy in the morning, it's busy at night, it's busy in the middle of the day. People really like the connection with their dogs and something for them to do outside of just hanging out in a dog park.
Yep.
So on our way home, after poking at my husband, who's an entrepreneur at heart, and being like, man, this is really successful. Like, these guys are killing it. We did a little research. There's about 20 or 25 in the United States that kind of fit the vision of what a dog park bar includes. And so from there, we kind of began our road tour or flying tour of all the different establishments. We went to Seattle, we were in Charlotte, St. Pete's, Green Bay, Kansas City, obviously Denver, Oklahoma City.
Visiting all of these places. Yeah. So my brother just moved to Charlotte and he is loving all the dog parks out there.
Yeah.
Because Winston, sorry guys, I know that you're all attached to Winston as well, but he's out in Charlotte, like loving it up at dog parks. So maybe when Paws and Pints is up and running, Winston will want to come back. We can lobby for him.
And there's a similar concept, and they've done the best job of combining all your dog services. Actually, in Charlotte, Lucky Bark Bar and Brew has like 3 locations in the area, and they do pretty much everything under one roof. The only difference I would say about them is they open their daycare space or their bar space to daycare dogs during the day, so they're not quite as like open to the you or the me of the world that want to work from home and exercise their dogs during the day, but they do a stellar job of putting all your services under one roof.
So give me just a couple sentences of like, what is your vision for Paws and Pints? What is this going to be for Des Moines?
Paws and Pints is taking your Des Moines dog owning, loving community and culture and putting it under one roof with everyday dog ownership needs.
I love that.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I drive to Waukegan, the dog park, and Indianola to the vet, and Ankeny to get groomed, and so
that's a lot.
It's like Lifetime Fitness met dogs. It's all of your services for dogs under one roof.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, and then what? So, to my knowledge, there's nothing like this in Iowa?
No, there's nothing like this in Iowa. We have been working with the Department of Ag and the DIA to make sure we've got everything in place that we need to do. We are your first to do what you're doing, so we've had to write some of your procedures and guides. So all of you who are wondering,
you have the honor and privilege of
being the first.
The code.
I get to write the code for the city to do all of this.
How amazing!
Yeah. So right now, what we basically have is per plan if you execute as you say you're going to do, we're going to allow you to combine dogs and humans under one roof.
Okay. So you're really doing a lot of research on what are other states doing to make this health and safety conscious, all of that good stuff. So like
it's tricky because your health and safety codes all follow per state. So although I would love to say that like Denver, who allows us to have food, or Kansas City, Bar K we've gotten to know the owners down there really well, and they have a full eatery, dog park, is great. Iowa has chosen to adopt federal code, which means you have to follow their guidelines, and ice is what is considered a food. So that kind of creates our sticky point in figuring all of this out.
Ice is the melting point.
Ice is your melting, literally your melting point. I love it. Seriously, it is the melting point to make this all work.
I love it. So tell us a little bit about like the big vision. Like what's going to be in there,
Yep.
when can people bring their dogs, like the different components and all that good stuff. Like I just want to get excited. Get me excited.
I'll get you excited. So Paws and Pines has lots of different aspects. So number one would be your best friend's bar. So that is going to be your indoor-outdoor dog park bar and drinkery. So the bar component will be enclosed within an enclosure. So dogs will not be allowed inside, and a human who is not interested in having dog interaction would also be able to hang out in the bar. Once you leave the bar, you're going to have an indoor-outdoor 16,000 roughly square foot complex that's going to be canine turfed. So it will have an air pedestal system. Your outdoor space will be heated. Everything will soak through. We're going to eliminate your smell, dirtiness, odors, all things that are gross about your and the best part, it's supervised.
Love it.
So it's kind of like taking
let them and just drop
it's like
them off.
daycare, but you can't go to Target.
Yeah.
Like you have to hang out in the bar or hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
But for roughly every 8 dogs, we'll have a bark ranger. That'll be your dog park supervisor. They'll have dog park training. Okay. So they'll kind of know. It'll be like your bouncer at a bar. You know, when guys, people get a little heated.
Stop doing that.
We're done. We'll have separation areas or timeout areas. And then every dog that comes in the door will get vetted. So they will go through a brief temperament consultation. So if you came in, you'd hand me the bulldog and I'd get down on the dog, which is a joke. But
I mean, like the bulldog's
is the most social dog in the world. But, make sure that the dog's okay with the human, make sure the dog's okay with the dog. And in the meantime, you're going to be filling out a whole bunch of information. This is my name.
Oh, so like there's a check-in every time. Like how's
if you're a member, your check-in would be once.
Yeah.
And then you would have access to the dog park moving forward.
Cool.
If you want to just visit once, we're going to do diligence on your shot records. A lot of your places are just asking that the human validate the shot records, or we're going up.
Really
but we want it to be important. I mean, we have a vet on site, so if there's issues that arise, that'll be, kind of segue into from the dog park bar. If there is an issue, we will have a full service vet on site.
So just head on over.
We'll just be able to go, over this way. But there's also a lot of people that want the peace of mind that when they board their dogs, there is a vet around, that if an issue arises, that vet is there.
Absolutely.
Part of our plan with the membership is to make it all inclusive. So if I give you a discount on all the other services, why would you not just want to do everything with your dog? We've got some talks on like a wagon wheel, some pickup and drop off services. Awesome. We've got some cool plans that are more inclusive for your dogs that are bath dogs or grooming dogs that, hey, you travel all the time, so I'm gonna put 2 days of boarding every month, and if you don't use them, they'll roll over to the next month. So if you travel, your dog can just be boarded.
It's gonna come chill.
And then to top it, we'll have a canine kitchen, so they can order like steak and eggs. It'll be like room service.
These dogs are gonna be better taken care of than I am.
I think sometimes my dogs are that way.
I'm like, you are so spoiled. Who's gonna do this for me?
And there'll be an area within Paws and Pines, because we're not going to cater food to the humans. So we'll have food trucks and all of that, but there'll be an area you can have like, hey, you can go get food truck food and come back and hang out with your dog on a leash, still enclosed, and maybe they want chicken pot pie, bone marrow infused, popsicles, all the good things.
All the good things. I love that. So you're building this big thing.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of fundraising. So if anybody out there is like, hey, I want to invest in this, you can reach out to me, you can reach out to Megan, but
we are currently in full fundraising mode. We have land under contract for the corner of 63rd and Park. It's about a 7-acre corner. We are hoping to be open in 2020. That will kind of depend on how this lovely Iowa winter decides to fare us, because we don't get to control it.
Of course, never get to control that.
But if there's anybody that's interested on any sort of level, obviously, we've got about 1,200 dogs registered for the website, which is insane.
So now that Winston's moved to Charlotte, can I just come hang out with dogs?
Of course. We want all you dog-loving people that don't have dogs.
Like, I can't get another dog at this point in my life, but I'm just gonna go love
The other interesting thing about the property is they're gonna draw the bike trail down 63rd, which for any of you bike-loving people would know that's a big deal.
Totally.
Waldinger's going on the corner of Army Post and 63rd right there, and they're going to pull it down the 63rd junction, which will connect your Great Western Bike Trail into your Valley Junction area.
That's awesome.
So we plan to kind of create your biker, oasis. Yep, secured parking or places so people could leave their bikes and be inside and not worry what was happening to them.
Yep.
Tie the food trucks in, some
Yep.
a water oasis, shade, etc., etc. Because bikers love dogs and bikers love beer.
Yeah,
and
do
I love
too.
both.
I want both in my life all the time. So something Megan and I both talk about, because we both like to build big things, is like building big things is it's really hard. There's a lot of enthusiasm behind it, but they also, like, the bigger the thing you're building, the bigger the roadblocks you come up against. So there's a lot of entrepreneurs that watch this, there's a lot of people that want to build big things or are building big things. What is a piece of advice that you can give to somebody who's building something big that might need a little, like, push?
Just keep going. I mean, man, we've been in this for 3 years, and I would have thought in January we would have the fundraising in order to break ground right now, and I'm sitting here having conversations that I mean, I sat at lunch today with a friend and I was saying stuff to her and she was like, man, I would have never thought about that.
Yeah.
So I think it's an eye-opening experience on every day. It's not the same. Somebody will tell you there's no market for a dog bar. Like, why would you ever need this? You're right. I only have 1,200 dogs registered for something that doesn't even have.
Well, and like it doesn't, like, you just have to go to Confluence on the patio in the back and be like, and they, you know, and see the market for the dog bar, the places that want this, that, you know, the dogs aren't even, that's a hard place. Like, Confluence isn't set up for that.
I like to call that a facility that accommodates dogs, but it wasn't made for them.
Yeah, right. And
Because it wasn't. None of them were.
It doesn't need to be made for dogs. Like, Confluence makes amazing beer. It doesn't need to.
And the other cool thing is I really look forward to, and we've had long conversations about our partnerships with, whether it be the ARL, who we've most been in contact with, but even your other animal people, I mean, or facilities that need, because our facility provides the closest thing to other, you know, outreach. So when there's an influx of dogs into Des Moines from, you know, wherever, I would love to be able to say, like, hey, Paws and Pines will take 5. We'll take 5 resident dogs. I'll send them to the vet. I'll send them to the groomers. I'll send them to training. And then I'll let them be residents so they can just live on site. And someday, Whitney's going to show up and say, oh my God, that's the cutest dog in the world. How do I go home with it?
It's so well trained.
And bingo.
So well trained for me. If I can get one that's real well trained and just like,
then you're winning.
That's all I want, really.
So yeah, we definitely look forward to our partnerships, but it's a grind. I mean, you know that. It's every day. It's exhausting and thrilling at the exact same time.
Yeah, and I think when people ask, like, what's your advice, or how do you, and I'm like, I wake up every day and I choose to keep moving forward. And sometimes I have the very best news and best days in the whole world, and some days I'm like, well, that just happened.
And this person thinks I'm never going to do this. Let me show them.
Let me show them. I'm
going to show them up.
Yeah, I get real excited when somebody's like, you can't do this. And I'm like, watch me.
Yeah, bring it, ladies. Bring it, Des Moines. Like,
let's get it done.
Yeah, I mean.
And keeping fiery people around us, I mean, that's
key.
Drew us together
Yep,
at the very beginning.
absolutely.
All the enthusiasm. Well, Miss Megan, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for hosting.
Absolutely.
This was awesome.
I know that I am super ridiculously excited for Paws and Pines. So whenever this thing is get up and go, I will be I will be at the ribbon cutting because I'm going to be jumping up.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have Wednesdays at Whitney in the middle of the dog park
with all the puppies.
Yeah, they're gonna run everywhere. Like, we'll have a bodyguard to man your setup here, but we're gonna just let them all run.
I'm not even worried about it.
They can be a part of all
covered
of this.
in
Yes, covered in dogs. Thank you for all listening too. We love all the excitement about Des Moines and Paws and Pines and everything.
Can't wait to have it here. So,
thank you, dear.
Awesome. See you guys next week. I will be back in California next week. Surprise, surprise. I guess I live there now. So I know. So I will be talking to you from the West Coast. Okay, bye.